Hey everybody, welcome back to the Vidiot podcast number 3. Here with the regulars, Ernie and Jimmy.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Let's start it out with what we've been playing. Jimmy?
Honestly, in like the past week, I haven't really played anything. It's very
Why not?
depressing. I don't know. I've just been doing other things. Mainly been into like Magic.
Yeah, that's...
Back into Magic, huh?
Me and Jimmy have been playing Magic. I haven't played any video games either. Pretty much just Magic. I was gonna try out our first topic, but I didn't really have time.
I've been playing Dota 2 and Mount and Blade Warband. It is basically like Star Wars Battlefront, but in medieval times.
Every week we'll get a different or a more detailed description of what that game is. I like it.
Yep.
First topic, Ghost Recon Phantoms. I think it was sometime last week it came out, free to play on Steam. I saw some videos on YouTube. It looks interesting, but it seems kind of pay to win-ish. I don't know if you guys saw anything about it.
It has the pay to win, well, not pay to win, but it has that kind of stuff in it, but I don't think it's one of those types of games.
I watched the trailer for it, and I mean, I don't know, like, do you know like how pay to win, like it is? Is it?
I don't know. It seems like it could go that direction. I don't. I'm not.
Did you guys play Tribes?
I did
No.
not.
Well, that one was really pay to win, and I don't feel like this one's pay to win. This one's more team based.
That's something I really liked about it. It makes me want to play it. It's because it was really tactical. Like you can't just like Rambo run around and spray people down. You actually had to play tactically. It harkened back to when me and you used to play Rainbow Six Vegas.
Rainbow Six?
Kind of stuff like that. This game looks more tactical than that game, in my opinion. But
Like, if it's just like buying kits and buying weapons that an actual like free to player can unlock, then I wouldn't really say it's pay to win. That's pay to have an advantage at the start.
yeah, you just pour money to have less grind.
Yeah, like that's
Which is
not
not a
really
bad
pay to
thing.
winning.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you still got to have some skill, you know? It's not like you get like God mode if you spend $80.
Yeah. It seemed pretty cool. The graphics weren't amazing, but it's like real futuristic. They have like this shield and like a heat drone and pretty crazy stuff. Looked interesting. I want to play it.
Did you ever play any other Ghost Recons?
Yeah, I think we like what was it called? Warfighter?
Advanced Warfighter.
Yeah. I played like the first and second one of those, I think. But other than that, I haven't played a ton.
A lot
Not
of the
very
things.
popular, are they?
Oh, they're dying
I think
out.
they used to be more popular than they
Yeah.
are now. But
They,
now it's kind of hard to get into the shooter market with that
Yeah.
kind of edge on it. 'Cause
You
Call
got
of
too many
Duty
of
and
them.
Yeah, you got
Battlefield,
Call of Duty ruining everything.
yeah. It's hard to stay
Counter
out.
Strike is still supreme, though.
To PC players.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it out and then see what it's like. But it looks pretty cool. I like the tacticalness of it.
Is that all we have to say about that?
Guess so.
None of us have played it, so.
Yeah.
Nope.
Next topic. I don't really know why I put this in here. I just thought it was pretty cool. The 3D printed Minecraft worlds.
What is that? Speak to me.
So, do you know what a 3D printer is?
Yes.
You print out sections of your Minecraft world. So, if you build something really awesome in Minecraft, you can have a physical representation of it, printed 3D. I saw some pictures of them and it looked pretty sweet. Like they go under like it looks pretty cool.
Why would you want to print your Minecraft world?
If I was, I wouldn't, because I'm not a very good builder. But if I like build something really awesome, or something like that, and I want to have like, I've seen buildings that people have made like, coliseums and stuff like that. That I think it'd be pretty cool to have like it's Minecraft statue basically.
Is
Of
it
what you
like
built?
is it like detailed, like really detailed?
It's just scaled
Or is it
down.
or is it just like it still looks like everything that's in the Minecraft world just in like real life form?
Yeah. It's.
Okay.
I mean, it's not. It looks like Minecraft, but it's real, tangible thing you can hold in your hand.
And it's supposed to be hollow, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know how the 3D printing works.
I don't even want to know how much a 3D printer costs.
Yeah, it probably cost. I think you can. There's like guns you can 3D print.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I
Well,
don't know.
some parts of it.
Yeah. Not. Yeah. It's 3D printers.
Like
are
a
some
fully
crazy
functioning
stuff.
gun.
Yeah.
Just print out an M60, just like
Yeah, and
go on a
all the
rampage.
ammo and just.
Yeah.
That would be pretty terrifying.
I feel like the 3D printers they're more interesting when you build things like the parts for guns and stuff like that, because it's not something like Minecraft. What the hell are you gonna do with the Minecraft thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically what toy people do.
Yeah.
They're just making toys, but it's your own Minecraft world and your own like creation, so it has that sentimental value, I guess. Thought it was kind of cool.
Oh, it's kind of cool. Even though I'm like dissing it so much.
I also saw something on. I know we talked about Game of Thrones Legos last week, so I couldn't pass this up. There was Ghostbusters Legos
Oh my god.
with a giant marshmallow man.
Oh, well, that pretty much sold you.
Yeah, I love the marshmallow man. I usually wear the marshmallow man hat while I podcast, but it's too hot for that now. It looks pretty good too, but that's just something small. Next topic. This is meant basically for you, Jimmy, because I don't play WoW, but in the new expansion, there's going to be better character models.
Oh, that there are.
I saw some pictures of like the orcs, and I think an animation of the Tauren,
Yeah.
and they look pretty good. Way
They
better.
pretty much revamped their system. Like, you know how like WoW is kind of like their system's like outdated. It still looks like it did for the most part when we played. When you played back in BC.
Yeah.
And it doesn't change much, and I don't know why they feel like graphics have to be updated, but they're updating graphics because this new garrison they're putting in,
Mhm.
and they're updating like their servers for like a less linear like download and everything. So like everything like patches, and like they went to a new format for all their drive files and everything, and pretty much with the character animations, they're making everyone look like really amazing, and like all character models, pretty much what Thrall and Duratan and the Tauren people look like is what your character is gonna look like.
Yeah, that seems pretty cool.
And I, it doesn't bother me, but I think it's gonna bother a lot of people. I think there's gonna be a lot more performance issues.
I saw the article I was looking at said that the people said that it shouldn't like hinder performance.
They said that the reason why performance for any reason is hindered right now is because the life scaling and the damage scaling is out of control, where you're hitting millions,
Mhm.
and it has like all the people on your server are doing that, so it bogs the server down and it bogs your add-ons down because they're trying to process all like millions of damage and healing going in and out like every second.
Yeah.
They said that's what it is, but I don't know. I don't believe that because I've played on a shitty computer and even though it was a shitty computer, it I turned off all my add-ons and I didn't have any issue, but then as soon as I started like getting into combat, it just went to shit. I think it's just going to be more graphic intensive for people, and it's going to cause problems to begin with, at least for the first few like weeks or months.
Is there any other new stuff that are coming with the Warlords of Draenor that is that big? I mean, it's a new expansion and is all that, but is there any other new features that are? Is there like any new classes or races, or has that been announced yet?
It hasn't been announced. I don't think they're going to. I think they're gonna wait for the expansion after this one, after Warlords. But
Mm-hmm.
pretty much what they're doing is it's just gonna be another 10 levels. It's going to 100 cap,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a new world. It's not like going. It's supposed to be back in BC, but it's back pre-BC, like before it was like turned by demons.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going back in time technically. And other than that, like they're really focusing on this garrison thing. Like
What
that's
is
the,
that? Like, I don't even know what that is.
it's like player housing,
Oh
and
yeah.
it's supposed to be like besides player housing, it can technically be guild housing,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be like a development thing where you pretty much build your own like not even house. It's like your own little like village, I would say. It has like a blacksmith, like small villages in Skyrim.
Yeah.
It'll be like that.
But like, what is your housing gonna do? Like, is it gonna be like RuneScape, where you could build a house, but I mean, you had certain little perks here, but it doesn't really do anything, or is it gonna actually
It has
have a
perks.
purpose?
It has purpose. Like it so far from what I've read and seen, like it you have followers and they level up and you can build like blacksmith, mage tower, tavern, like a bunch of things and they all do different things for you and for your followers. And then you pretty much send your followers out on missions and they come back like with stuff. Like it could be raid gear or more supplies or more stuff to build your garrison or plans to build your garrison better. And I don't know if there's like tiers to buildings, but like they're putting a lot of shit in. And because it's still an alpha, technically, I think it's still an alpha. They're like still figuring out all the kinks and what they want to do with it.
Yeah. Seems interesting. Won't make me get back into World of Warcraft, but
Uh,
alright. Next we got the Evolve game, and I just want to know everybody's feelings about it. Does everybody know what Evolve is?
Yeah, it's made by the guys who made Left 4 Dead and Counter Strike.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
you know it's gonna be kind of good.
I do not know what Evolve is.
It's basically, from what I know, you have the four characters that you can choose from, and they're basically like classes, are like medic, protect. I don't know what they're exactly called, but
So it's like Left 4 Dead.
yeah,
like,
Left 4
okay.
Dead, except one player is the monster. I think it could be a monster or an NPC. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it could go either way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can have a
And
fifth person in the game as the monster.
The four characters go around fighting monsters, and the longer the game goes, the more that the big monster can evolve into this big thing that you don't want to fight, and then you fight it, pretty much. They had it at,
It sounds like a mod for like Left 4 Dead.
yeah. It doesn't.
Wait, so
It seems very similar to like the style of Left 4 Dead.
is there like a map that you're on and it's just is it like player versus player or is it gonna be like
Yeah, because the player is
NPCs?
gonna be the monster, the big monster.
Well, yeah, but like it could be like that in Left 4 Dead too.
Yeah.
Like you could be like a tank or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could be.
But is there gonna be like a bunch of little things like there's like little zombies in Left 4 Dead that you
Yeah,
had to go
there's
through?
gonna
Yeah.
be smaller creatures that you fight along the way.
And the monster can like eat them and evolve.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it seems like it could be. Like, I wasn't huge into the Left 4 Dead games, but I had fun with them when I played them, and I think this game would be pretty fun to play too.
When's it come out?
I'm not sure if somebody wants to look that up.
Ernie, you want to look it
Nah.
up? Yeah, you do. You want to look it up?
Well,
I'm okay.
that basically states how hyped we are for it. We don't even care when it comes out.
When it comes out, it'll be on Steam, obviously, and that's it.
I mean, did you guys like play Left 4 Dead like a lot?
Nope.
No.
Oh.
But I know a lot of people like that
like,
game.
I played the hell out of that game. Like Left 4 Dead 1 when it first came out, and I thought it was amazing. And then like Left 4 Dead 2 was kind of cool, but like just like most games, when the second one comes out, it's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah.
And it kind of like died out pretty quickly. But like I thought they're fun. Like they'd be fun if like we all wanted to like just fuck around in a
Mm.
game, just like play it and few laughs out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems like that game was all it was really good for.
Yeah, it
Like
was good to play
that
with
was the whole
friends.
game. And that seems
Yeah.
like what this Evolve game is going to be too. Which isn't a bad thing.
Unless you don't
Mess
have
around in
friends.
Dota.
Well, if you don't have friends, I just don't get the game.
Yeah.
Last weekend, PAX East happened, and I
Did
wanted to
happen.
go over some of the announcements that happened there. First one being the hype monster, Titanfall, announced its first DLC. And it's just like 3 maps.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you expect?
Well, you gotta think. It's only been out for a month.
Mhm.
And most games don't give you DLC within the first month, regardless of what they are.
Sure.
And I don't know. I like maybe it's because most games are single player too, and you can just mess around in that as opposed to just playing multiplayer. But since Titanfall is only multiplayer, I would probably have to say that you should probably give the players more than 3 fucking maps.
And are after the short time it's been out, are all the maps stale already that they need 3 new maps to get them excited about the game again?
I mean, maps don't really change. I would say after a month that you could get really bored playing the same 3 maps over and over again. If it's like,
Oh, but there's 15 maps in the game. There's not
Well-
3 maps.
I mean, I don't know. Like honestly, I think it has to do with like game modes and stuff too. There weren't really a lot of game modes. Like really, everything was the same.
That's what I was thinking that they could add in. Different game modes that people have been wanting.
Like they have like cap the flag and stuff, but like in reality, cap the flag is just they put 2 flags on the map and everything else stays the same. There's still mechs, there's still people, there's still the pilots, and then there's still like the robots and the grunts. There's just like in every game mode, there's robots and grunts.
I think they could do a lot of different stuff. They have the potential to do a lot of different stuff with just multiplayer stuff.
Yeah, I think they're not putting a lot of like effort and thought into what they're doing with that game.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't see it being as hyped as it was before, so
It sold really well, though.
yeah, I don't doubt it. But are people gonna keep playing it is the question.
Maybe.
Do you still play it, Jimmy? Ever?
Not really. No.
Like, when's the last time that you even played it?
That one time you were over,
Uh,
like 3 weeks ago, or some shit.
And that just doesn't seem good to me, but that's just one person, I guess. This next topic, Ernie was super psyched about.
What was the Civ-5? No,
Yep.
Civilization Beyond Earth?
Civilization, the new Civilization game. Now, me being somebody who never played a Civ game, I saw this and I was like, "Whoa, this is I watched the trailer or the little teaser that they had, and I was like, well, "This is well put together. Seems like a legit game." Because the Civ games, I just thought they were like Steam games that were like, I don't know. I didn't have any interest in them, but this seemed like it was pretty good. Got me interested.
Okay. Well,
Elaborate, Ernie.
yeah. Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth is sort of like the sequel of Alpha Centauri, which they made a long time ago, but EA owns the rights to it, so they can't really continue that.
Fucking EA.
So basically, it is exactly like the Civilization games, except it's in space. Set in space, you sort of colonize an alien planet, and it's going to be awesome because it's sort of like what you do after a Civ game. Because in Civ 5 and all the other ones, you had like a space sort of victory, which was sort of going to space and colonizing in space or something like that. It sort of looks like that from the ending picture, and Beyond Earth can be like the perfect sequel for a Civ game. There's not much known about it. There's a few features like listed on their website. It's going to come out this fall. It's gonna be really good.
No gameplay footage yet, or any like alpha stuff.
There's some of it in the screenshots and stuff like that. It looks interesting. It still has a hex grid. there's different kinds of resources that are sort of alien-like on the map, and there's probably going to be new units that you use that are specific for space. Probably like there's one screenshot of like a plant-like snake thing coming out of the ground and people fighting it. That's probably going to be like the barbarians in the Civ games that you like.
Oh,
They're
you
just
fight
like
aliens.
natural. Yeah, you probably have to fight aliens.
Pretty cool.
Maybe there'll be like an alien class. Who knows? Really excited for it though.
So those who like Civ and those kind of games,
Me.
just Ernie.
Yep, just me.
Get hyped. Get hyped. This is something that I'm hyped about. This next topic, the revival of rhythm games. Me and Jimmy played the hell out of some Guitar Hero.
We played more than enough of Guitar Hero. Like, yeah, it was pretty excessive.
And Harmonix has announced a new rock band potentially, trying to revive the rhythm game scene in a new Dance Central. Now, we don't care about Dance Central, but rock band, that could be something that I'm interested in.
Because we're
So
all
why did it
white,
die?
and Ernie, I don't know, Ernie.
It's basically white. I mean, come on.
Yeah, are you like, what would you call yourself white, Ernie?
What the fuck?
Just speak to me, heart to heart. Would you call yourself white?
No.
No.
Hispanic.
All right. Well, okay, that's your proud heritage. Can you dance?
A little bit.
Like,
What? Oh,
you can
dude.
dance?
Dude, he did do backup dancing for a music video.
That is true. So, are you pretty hyped about Dance Central?
No.
Oh, well,
What? That's a shocker.
yeah, okay. Well, me and
I've
Joe are
never
white,
liked-
so we don't give a fuck about Dance Central.
White men, nonetheless.
Yeah, we can't dance.
I don't like the rhythm games.
You didn't like... Oh, I guess.
You
Yeah.
didn't like Guitar Hero or Rock Band or even drums or...
Nope.
Man.
Wow.
I hope if they do it, it's good. Because I miss playing
You
Guitar
know-
Hero.
I do too. And you know what, Ernie? If they do remake this, we can all chill at my house and you could start playing with us.
You could sing.
Sure.
Yeah.
I can sing. Yeah.
There you go.
He
See?
can sing, he can dance.
Mm,
he's
you
a
can dance
man.
while singing.
He's a man of many talents, this Ernie.
Yep.
You have to sing while playing the drums.
There you go. We need a drummer.
That's too much.
We do need a drummer, and I don't want to learn it because that would take too long.
Yeah.
Well, if you take the microphone to my mouth, then I'll do the drums too.
Wow.
If
Damn.
only it were that easy. Well, it is Ernie.
Yeah.
He could probably pull it off.
Man of many talents.
So he can do drums, he'll sing, and then...
So why did the rhythm games die out? And why is there a revival?
I mean... I think people, they're just pumping it out too much. Like, they had Guitar Hero and Rock Band, and then they would do the band versions like Metallica and all that. I don't know. I think it just got stale.
Well, they did release like a new Guitar Hero every like 8 months,
Yeah, it was... I don't know.
and it was kind of weird because like you had the first one, the second one, the third one, which were all like great. They were still spaced out, and
And then they
it
did
was
like
new.
DJ Hero and all
Yeah.
that. Dude,
They
those
they
are-
even have a fucking violin hero.
What?
For like, yeah, it was for like Wii, or it came out in Japan or some shit. There was a fucking violin hero.
That's crazy. Oh, we lost Ernie.
Oh, Ernie. Well, folks, Ernie Ernie might have died.
Ernie rage quit. He didn't want to sing and play drums, so he just left. We're back. We got Ernie back. We convinced him to join the band again.
Internet went out.
We've made a deal that he doesn't have to tape the microphone to his face.
I still want to do that.
Oh, okay. He doesn't have to play the drums. Another game that only you two really know about because I haven't played it yet. It's been announced that there's going to be a new single player mode in Hearthstone.
I saw the US BattleNet page for that.
The what?
The BattleNet
Blizzard's website. Shit.
announcement thing for it. Yeah, it's It looks interesting. I'll give it a try when it comes out.
Now,
Haven't been playing Hearthstone much.
how do you think they're gonna do it? Like, just go against NPCs?
I
Well,
think, yeah, it would be like that.
you can already go against NPCs, so they're probably, I don't know, because it's like Naxxramas, like that's a big thing in WoW. That was like a big raid that everyone loved.
And I think they're gonna keep doing more raids from WoW and add them like this too.
Like
From what it sounded like.
what they're probably gonna do is integrate it where you'll take your deck in against because in the Warcraft trading card game you could go against raid bosses.
Mm-hmm.
So what they're probably gonna do is you just go against an actual like raid boss, and if you beat him, you probably get like decent to good cards. And then if you clear the whole raid, you probably get an amazing card, and then that integrates to your deck that you can use against people online. I would say.
Because it did say that you could get cards through doing this for your decks. Like
Yeah,
you would acquire cards along the way.
You probably go against all the bosses in Naxxramas, and then whatever other raid they're gonna implement in the future.
Are you hyped for it? You excited?
I played a decent amount of Hearthstone, but nothing like, not really ranked play. I was just messing around to see how it is,
Mm-hmm.
and it's decent. Like I wouldn't mind like playing it. It's just like we like card games, so it's worth it.
What about you, Ernie?
I think the bigger announcement should have been Hearthstone going into iPad now.
That is another thing. Yeah.
People are gonna be playing that a lot. And on the go.
Mobile Hearthstone.
And you actually play against the PC players that way.
How long do you think it's gonna take until they start printing Hearthstone like actual cards?
I doubt it will
Or
happen.
Hearthstone actual cards for real life play?
For real life play.
It probably won't happen. They already have their trading card game. I don't think they're gonna mass produce another one just because it's just like Hearthstone.
True
in
that.
life. So
Plus, it's a lot cheaper to just keep it online.
yeah.
I think
You
they're trying to push their esports side more for it.
Yeah, they're trying to push into MLG play. That's like what they want to get into.
It's gonna be on Bucharest, DreamHack.
I see.
Yep, and it's already on ESGN.
That'd be pretty cool.
Like a weird sort of German-based tournament.
Well, those were all our announcements from PAX. If there's any other ones that you think we missed, we can maybe talk about it next week. That was it for our gaming side. Let's move over to the movies.
No, why no?
Because the movies section is, I don't really watch movies.
Oh my god.
This first one's all you though, man. Fargo TV show.
Yep.
He's hyping it up. He likes it.
bad
Explain
guys.
why.
The bad guys win
Oh
the entire
my
time.
god.
The
Starts
bad
Billy
guys
Bob
win.
Thor-
Hold on.
Starts Billy Bob Thornton.
Listen,
Go ahead, Jimmy. What?
how? Okay, we can't base this off bad guys winning.
Hey,
This
man.
is not how this works.
We all like Game of Thrones, and that's how Game of Thrones is.
The
This is
bad-
worse.
See, the bad guys don't win though in Game of Thrones. Not really.
What? Have you seen Game of Thrones?
Yeah, they don't. They kind of win, but then bad things happen to them.
Not all the time. There's a lot of bad people in that show that have nothing has happened to.
Tywin
That's
has
true.
gone unscathed.
Unscathed. And let's not get into any spoilers from the show,
Yeah.
so let's just leave it at that. But I was going to ask do you think this is influenced by... Is it the bad guys always winning in a way that's like Game of Thrones? Or is it worse? Or is it better?
One of the main characters, Billy Bob Thornton, is a drifter, and it's hinted that he's like a hitman.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes into the town. He gets in a car accident because a deer collides with his car, and someone pops out of the trunk, runs away into the forest, and he sort of just ignores him. He's playing this sort of character that's sort of quiet but scary at the same time, but looks kind of ridiculous because it's Billy Bob Thornton with like a weird haircut.
Yeah.
If you've seen the pictures of him, he looks really funny when he talks to people, trying to intimidate them. But he meets someone in the hospital because he bumped his head.
Isn't it Martin Freeman? Isn't he in this show too? The guy who
Yep,
plays
he
Bilbo?
meets Martin Freeman in the hospital, and he becomes friends with him. And because Martin Freeman's sort of, well, his character, I forgot his name already. He's complaining about getting bullied by someone, and so Billy Bob's character basically asks if he wants him to kill him for him. Martin Freeman's character doesn't say no, so the other guy, the hitman, goes through with it, and it causes this whole like spiral of bad shit happening in this town. It's hilarious to watch.
And this is all in one episode? This is only one episode deep right now?
Yeah, yep,
On FX?
yep. FX.
I might have to
good
check it
shows.
out. They do make good shows. I also have to catch up on Sons of Anarchy and Justified, which are also
What the
good shows.
fuck? They are good shows.
I know I'm missing out, but
It's fine.
Fargo, not Argo,
Nope, not Argo. What
as
the hell
It,
should be?
it should have been Argo. I
That would
really,
have been boring.
I don't know why that went through my brain when I fucking looked at that.
Hey man, without that F, you're golden.
I just looked at it and I was like, fuck. I was like, Ben Affleck made a TV show too?
Oh, if only.
Well, it's really good because he's just causing trouble. Like there's one prank he did where he notices someone being picked on by their boss. So he tells them, one time someone picked on me like that, so I pissed in their gas tank and it never run again. So then the kid takes the advice and pisses in it, and he calls the owner of the car, the manager, because it's in a hotel, and the hotel person comes out with a gun. It's really funny how he's just causing trouble for the hell of it.
I have a question, Ernie.
Go.
If you were in that position to be like Billy Bob Thornton, is that someone that you would like aspire to be? Like a troublemaker? Someone who just like,
Troll.
yeah, trolls people, just like rains chaos and misery over the masses? Would that be like your thing?
Yeah, sure.
Wow, not very fucking convincing. You maniacal fuck.
I'm trying to keep you. I don't know. I don't want you to know how
You're
I feel
you're-
about
you're
this.
his first target.
This
He
is
doesn't want
like
to give it away.
Ernie's like, I'm gonna keep Jimmy in the mist, so when he overthrows the government and becomes dictator Ernie, I'll never see it coming.
Exactly. And you'll be his first victim.
I really like it because it's a character. That's it.
All right. This next one is all on Jimmy here. He wanted to talk about the Blade movies. Now, what exactly about the Blade
okay.
movies did you want to talk about?
More so, I wanted to talk about how they're related to the Marvel universe and why that is, and why Blade is considered like a Marvel hero.
Well, I probably saw half of one of the movies, so I'm not an expert on Blade. Have you seen any of these movies, Ernie?
A few of them.
And of course, it was made by Marvel, and there was comic books. I don't know. I've never read those either, so don't quote me on this. But I don't think Blade was meant to be the superhero-y type comic book. I think it was them trying to go into a darker direction. I don't think it was... Because, like, you never see Blade teaming up with Spider-Man to take down a really big villain or anything like that.
Well, like check this out. Like, remember when we played not Marvel vs. Capcom? It was the Marvel
Ultimate Alliance?
Yeah, Ultimate Alliance. Yeah, and Blade was in it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it had no affiliation with anything. Like, nothing was said. There was no backstory for him. It was just like he was there. And I watched Blade Trinity last night because I haven't seen it in a long time, and it had Ryan Reynolds in it.
Okay.
And I was like, what the fuck? And I was just like, okay, whatever, blah blah. And then it just went through it, and it was like the shittiest fucking. I think it had Kate Beckinsale in it too, but it was like the
I think
shittiest.
Blade Trinity had Jessica Biel in it, or Jessica...
Yeah, maybe it was Jessica Biel
Random,
or
I don't know what
Jessica
her name is.
Alba or whatever the fuck. I don't know, but like, it was terrible. It was the worst hour and a half of my life. I don't even know why the fuck they made that movie. And most Marvel movies are good. Like, you look at Thor and fucking
Well, those were made a long ass time ago before
Well,
any
you
of these
got.
were made.
Well, I think this was like 2005. Like, it could still be good. Like, I don't know. Like, everything was just really poorly made, and the script was terrible.
Was
Like,
it made by like the Marvel, like?
I believe so. Like, I would have to watch the credits and everything again, but at the start, it goes through, flips through the comic book, and it says a Marvel production.
Huh?
And I was like, huh, whatever. But like, I don't know. He says things that are worse than The Rock says in his movies.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I
Well,
was like, oh my God.
he's not huge right now, at least like The Rock is for
That
some
is-
reason.
That's true, but man, I was just like, I can't believe that this is actually a thing. And they made a TV series about Blade too.
Yeah, I remember that. Or seen commercials for that and stuff.
I don't think it ever got big. Just like Terminator. I don't think Terminator ever got that big either. It was good, but like, I don't know if the Blade TV one was good.
There was a Terminator TV show.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Oh, well, it was actually good. Like the Terminator TV show. But yeah, like it just like blew my mind. Like I didn't even realize that this shit was Marvel till I watched it yesterday and the Marvel thing came up. I was like,
Yep.
wow.
Yeah, I just think it was them going in a darker direction. I could be completely wrong. He might have even teamed up with superheroes in his comic books. I've never read them. This is just my take as an outsider. I don't really tie them into the same universe. So yeah.
Do you think it's sort of similar to the way that Guardians of the Galaxy is sort of not known as a Marvel thing?
Could be? I,
Because no one really. I remember last time we talked about it, you guys didn't really know
yeah.
that it was Marvel.
I mean, it's made. I mean, I'm assuming the target audience for Guardians of the Galaxy is people that know about it, like people who read the comic books, or trying to introduce this wacky concept to people who haven't read the comics, know nothing about it. But I don't know if it's gonna have that good effect because I'm really skeptical about that movie right now. I hope it's good, but
Were you guys saying there's going to be another Blade movie?
no. No.
Oh,
Jimmy just wanted to talk about Blade.
what the hell?
Hey, it's because I watched the fucking Blade movie last night. That's why I was like,
Let's talk
Hey.
about Blade.
we could throw that in. But like, honestly, there's like a lot of stuff in Marvel that like we probably don't know about because the comic books are different than the movies, and there's a lot of villains and heroes that aren't really like
It's
hyped up that no one knows about.
That's true because none of us read comic books.
That is true. But like,
Nope.
I mean,
and if they don't
and
make a movie about it, we're not gonna know about
things
it.
are still hypocritical too that come out in like the comic books and stuff, and like the alliances they make, and like all the backstory and the lore of every hero and villain. It's
Well,
just,
not every director wants to make an exact like representation of the comic books. Like
Well,
sometimes they want to
yeah.
go in their own direction, which is it can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing.
eh.
I don't know.
I know a lot
If
of
it's
fans
if
get
it's
pissed
done
off.
right, I don't have a problem with it. Like
Yeah.
the Amazing Spider-Man, it had like it went along the comic books roughly, but it wasn't exactly how it happened in the comic books. But it was all the events happened the same kind of way. It was just different places, different events, kind of thing. But I liked it. But we all already knew how much Jimmy hates the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
I liked it.
As did
Yeah.
I.
Fuck Spider-Man.
Speaking of Wesley Snipes, he's gonna be in the Expendables 3.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
so this did have some correlation.
It turns out that
Awesome.
Expendables 3. How do you guys feel about the Expendables movies? Let's start with Ernie because I think I know what Jimmy's gonna say.
It's just another one of them action movies that I probably won't watch.
Ernie doesn't watch movies.
That's true.
Nope.
Good section for Ernie.
That's why he brings in the TV.
Yeah, you got it.
I watch some TV. I like it better. You get more of a story.
Nowadays, I think TV is where it's at
Yeah.
because there's a lot. I'm a
It's-
lot more hyped
it's-
for TV stuff than movies nowadays.
It's not like a complete 180. People used to like bash TV for being bad, and now that everyone wants to be on TV.
Yep. Plus,
Well-
you can develop characters more in whatever, like 13 hours than in 2. You can
Yeah.
develop a storyline more and it
You gotta
becomes
think
more
about it too.
interesting.
Everything was about Hollywood and movies
Yeah.
back in like the 90s and early 2000s. So now things kind of drifted away from that. So
What about you,
That's a
Jimmy?
good thing.
honestly, I don't mind the Expendables just because I grew up watching like Arnold.
It's okay to say that you like it.
I I don't mind it. I don't want to say like, man, I can't wait to see this movie because I actually like movies that have like in-depth things like Inception or like
Mhm.
Memento or things that are like
You like that movie, huh?
yeah or like fuck
Me and Jimmy watched Memento the other day for the first time, and Jimmy was
No.
like, the first 30 minutes of that movie, Jimmy was like, "What the fuck are you making me watch?"
yeah because like I was like watching it, it was like going backwards. I was like, what the fuck?
It's a good movie. Yeah.
It is good. It is a good movie.
But anyways,
But like yeah, like I don't know, dude. The Expendables 1 was pretty I would say I was pretty excited to see it. But after I saw it, I was like it was just mindless guys with big muscles breaking down shit and blowing shit up. And then
wrong with that?
Expendables there's nothing wrong with that.
Ernie
And
won't
then
watch the movie, but there's nothing wrong with it.
And then Expendables 2 was just like let's add some more old motherfuckers in there with big muscles and bigger guns and we'll destroy some more shit. And they tried to have a story, but it's a really shitty story and a really shitty plot, pretty much.
You know Sylvester Stallone writes those movies?
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
He should go back to Rocky or some shit.
I
'cause-
watched another movie that he wrote the other day, and it was just really bad. I cannot remember the name of it. Some really bad. Maybe you mean you watched it, Jimmy, but it said it was written by Sylvester Stallone, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a bad movie, and it was.
Is it like I See You? Or
Was Jason Statham in it?
Yeah, Homefront. That's what it was.
Yeah, he
Homefront.
wrote that.
Homefront. I
Never seen
rented
that.
home. It's the Jason Statham. He moves to a hick town or whatever, and I watched it with my girlfriend. And the very beginning it said written by Sylvester Stallone.
Wait,
and I
wait,
was
wait.
like, oh my god.
is that the one where his daughter and
Yeah.
like there's like these hit guys
Yep,
that like fuck
James
with his family?
Franco's in it.
Yeah,
Yep.
right. All right.
Yep, I watched it and I was like, oh my goodness. But I mean, it wasn't super terrible, but it was an action movie. And I think the Expendables movies are almost spoofs of action movies without knowing that they're spoofs of action movies.
They probably do now.
That's how I view the Expendables movies. Because there's always some line from a movie that one of them's been in, that like Arnold to do lines from Die Hard to Bruce Willis's face, stuff like that, and it's like, come on. It's just, I feel like it's meant to be just a spoof of action movies with all the
Yeah.
action movie stars that we know and love. But I'll probably watch it just because I like to laugh at old people shooting guns.
What the
Hey.
hell?
And Harrison Ford's is in it. Harrison Ford
Harrison
is in it.
Ford.
Yeah. And I want to.
Isn't he like 90 now?
I think they're all 90.
Like
They all need to like go into the same retirement home and have like rock climbing walls and stuff like that. How awesome would that be?
like
It'd
last
be nice
time,
to see.
Chuck Norris would be like selling Total Fitness home gyms or whatever he sells.
Dude. Yeah,
What
that
the
would
fuck?
be some good shit. He does. He sells like those home gym fucking things.
Infomercials.
I thought
Oh.
he had a reality television show.
Does he?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I don't keep up on my Chuck Norris news. Are you thinking of Clint Eastwood?
Oh, it might have been that.
'Cause I
Yeah.
know Clint Eastwood his family had a reality show for a bit.
How's
Really?
that?
I've never seen it.
Why?
I don't watch
Okay.
TV, especially reality shows.
You've never seen like the Osborne reality show?
I'm
A long
sure
time ago.
I did see a few
That-
episodes of the Gene Simmons reality show.
The Osborne one was
That
really
one was weird.
fucked up. Like just weird. Really, there's like his kids are weird.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Hey, don't disrespect him. He's a good man.
he's a god and a legend. 22 Jump Street. Did anybody
No.
see 21 Jump
Please.
Street?
Please no. 21 Jump Street
Nope.
was awesome. I really liked 21 Jump Street.
The
But I
movie or the
fucking-
show?
Oh, the movie.
There's a show.
I didn't know it was a
It's-
show.
It's based off of an old show.
Wait.
Hold
Is
on.
it the old? Is it the old show with Fuck.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Okay.
spoiler alert if you haven't seen 21 Jump Street, but Johnny Depp makes a cameo at the end, and it's like a nod of the hat to the show, because he was the main dude or one of the main dudes in the 21 Jump Street show. So
They're making it 22 Jump.
22 Jump Street, man. They had to move their headquarters right across the street. So now it's technically 22 Jump Street.
That's awesome. I'm so glad that that's a thing.
Milking an old IP. Just saying.
What's wrong with that?
Hey, it's been... Look at the Resident Evil movies. Those can't get any shittier, and they're still making them.
That is very true.
But the last one was good, so let's hope it doesn't... This one's not bad.
The last Resident Evil was good?
No. 21 Jump Street.
Oh, I was gonna say, what the fuck is wrong with you?
The last Resident Evil was the worst.
It was terrible.
I hated every second of it. Speaking of a sequel, How to Train Your Dragon 2.
I don't want to train my first dragon.
I saw it.
I watched it.
It was good. What did you think about it, Ernie?
I liked it. I watched it with my brothers.
Too. It was
They-
kind of cool.
My brothers like the dragon, so
There's something wrong with you two.
Dude, it has Gerard Butler in it, so you like it.
Yeah, but is he like a big, meaty, beefy dragon?
No, he's a
big
Viking.
meaty Viking.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know. I liked it. I'm not gonna see this one in theaters or anything like that.
Oh, wait. You gave me shit about watching Turbo, but you watch How to Train Your fucking Dragon, and you're like, I loved it. I liked it. It was awesome.
To be honest, I would watch Turbo.
God.
I just didn't want to watch Turbo when you offered to watch Turbo.
Oh my god.
I guess that I'll do a review on Turbo next week. How's that? Just
That's
kidding.
fine.
I'm not gonna do that.
No, we're doing a review on Turbo. I don't care.
Months old movie that all the little kids are just coming to this video to watch a review on.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's a heartfelt story about a snail.
A snail, voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
Really?
Yeah. You don't know about Turbo, man? A snail that dreams to be a NASCAR racer. And then
I've
he gets
lost interest.
superpowers by falling into a street race car or something. Oh, okay. We're moving on.
Unique movie.
Moving on. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
No.
No?
Nah.
No? Did you see
No.
the
No.
last Planet of the Apes?
I've seen all of them.
No,
I saw the
one with James Franco in it, the
Yeah.
reboot.
Yeah,
You didn't like it?
That one was actually good, but dude, you can't. It's one of those things where you keep making movies just like Resident Evil, and they're just gonna get shittier eventually because you can only do the same thing.
That's not
So
always
many
true,
times.
though.
They're not really doing the same thing.
But
They're rebooting the old, because there was an old Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and I think they're just gonna keep rebooting the series, which I don't think is. I mean, just because you make a sequel to something doesn't mean it's going to be worse all the time.
I don't know.
What about Star Wars, yo? The old ones, not the new ones.
The old one, well, that's different.
Oh, that's different.
It's different. It's just different. Star Wars is like a huge icon. Like, who the fuck talks about Planet of the Apes?
Well, I mean,
Apes.
apes. They're plotting.
You a conformist, Ernie? You follow the apes around?
He's gonna be the ape slave. They're gonna have him on a leash, and he's gonna be like, "They're bitch."
Damn. You
Would
gonna
you-
take that?
Would you like that job, Ernie?
You can already dance.
You
You'll
get
be
to live,
You'll
and
be
you
the.
can sing.
You'll be
Will they
like.
let, will they let me play
court
Dota?
jester.
You'll be the fool.
No. You have to.
No
You have to be
Dota?
the fool. You're gonna be like that knight that was
Sir Dauntless.
knocked down into a fool and just laughed at.
Then I'll
Get
take
shit
away.
thrown at you.
I'll take away an ape princess with me.
Yeah, there you
Wow.
go.
I hope you guys caught that last week.
Yeah, I did.
We-
Let's not
yeah.
talk any more about it.
Yeah, we caught it.
I know.
We'll talk about it after the podcast, because I don't want to do spoilers. Because I do want to talk about
Spoilers.
that. because it was interesting that we talked about what we did last week, and then we talked about. We'll just move forward.
No talking.
Brick Mansions.
What is that?
It's that movie that you saw.
Stars
the last
Paul Walker.
movie that Paul
Hold on.
Walker made.
On like is it like a reality show where you build mansions out of brick?
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's it.
All right, that's fine.
Paul
But
Walker
what-
teaches you how to build brick houses.
It was his last
With
effort
a
to
race
the
car.
world. Before he died, he was like, "I'm going
with
to
a race car.
teach the world
Yeah.
how to build brick mansions."
I don't
It looks like an action movie.
Doesn't it have RZ8 or A or whatever.
The
RZA.
rapper. Yeah.
RZA? Is that really what they say? RZA?
I think so.
RZA.
Oh, Ernie's a fan. I can tell by the way he said
Oh.
that.
No,
You got a lot of oomph behind that.
I had
RZA!
I figured we could always end on a really bad looking action movie, like we ended on Hercules.
Well, I think this one's gonna really do well in theaters.
I mean,
Just because the dude's dead.
wait, it's possible. Like I'm not gonna say that it looks terrible. It doesn't look great. It looks like an action movie. It has interesting concepts.
Check this out. Like, if I died and I was a big movie fucking star, I would not want to die and then have that shit put out in remembrance of what. Because everyone's gonna see it. They're gonna be like, Paul Walker's dead, and they're gonna know that he died, and this shitty movie was like what came out after his death.
We don't know this.
So you're saying you want like a, what was that actor?
And I'm
That
pretty
Joker
sure he
actor?
didn't. Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
You want an exit like that?
Yeah.
Right?
I'm pretty
Like-
sure that Paul Walker wasn't like, you know what? After this movie, I'm gonna die. So this
Well,
will be my
he's-
last movie.
He still has Fast and Furious 7.
But they're CGI.
They're gonna they're gonna CGI him in.
It's terrible. It's gonna be terrible.
It's
Like,
fine,
it's not fine, Ernie.
dude. That's gonna be the future. They're not even gonna have to hire actors. They're just gonna have to buy their likenesses so
Do
they
you know-
can 3D.
This is getting very
check this out.
Futurama now.
No, like, but check this out. Like, that's actually something that might happen because if you think about it, you know how much money they have to pay them, and you know how much money could go into the product and the quality of the movie instead
They
of the
did it in
actors?
Tron too,
Yeah,
with
Like-
Jeff Bridges. Made a younger him. Like
Oh yeah.
they don't have to be. They can be old. They just gotta pay for their likeness, and they just put them in a movie. Do
yep.
some voice acting, maybe.
People like it because that's you. A lot of things that people like are science fiction,
Like,
futuristic.
screw Jeff Bridges as an old guy. We like this CGI young version of Jeff Bridges.
Yep.
I don't know if that actually happened, but it's the wave of the future, man.
Might happen. Give it like 10 years. We'll see where this leads.
The biggest actor of like 2030 is just gonna be a CGI person, not even gonna
Check-
be real.
No,
Check
it's
this
just
out.
gonna be voice actors.
Like those Japanese like concert or singers that are in
Yeah.
that are just like 3D renderings. Like
And
that stuff is weird.
when this shit when it does eventually happen, we can go back to this podcast and be like, I fucking told you so.
We called it.
Yeah.
We want some royalties
Yeah. Be like, we already knew this
from
shit
this
would happen."
idea that's already gonna happen
Yeah.
and already been happening.
You gotta make it a copyright then.
I'm pretty-
Trademark right now.
Or
Stamp.
yeah.
Alright, Ernie,
Stamp.
go do that shit.
Those are expensive.
You got money, don't you?
Take forever.
Sell your bird for the
Can you hear the
money.
birds?
I'll sell my dog too. She's been barking a lot.
And I'll sell my dog.
And
Can you
then
guys
we'll
hear
be
the
okay.
birds sometimes?
Not really.
Nah.
Okay.
Well, I guess we'll finish it off with nobody commented. I think Ernie's the only one that watched the last podcast.
Damn. That's
But
Yeah.
we'll end it with a mini Captain America review. I saw it, and it
There's-
was good.
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier,
Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
Soldier
I haven't
boy.
seen it. I just know that.
Well, it's a pretty good movie. It was the bad guy was really cool, and I don't want to. I'm trying to think of things to say without spoiling it, but
Spoil it.
no, I can't do that.
I'm not gonna watch it.
It's a good
Spoil
action
it.
movie.
I'm gonna watch it.
Good action
Spoil
movie.
it even more
and
because Jimmy's gonna watch it.
I recommend watching it.
What a dick.
It's a good one in the Marvel series, the Avengers series.
Doesn't the guy want to quit acting?
I heard about that. I heard like Chris Evans, the guy who plays Captain America, signed up for like 6 more Captain America movies or 6 more movies of him
Shit.
being Captain America, and then after that he's done acting. Like as soon as that is over. But if there was more Captain America jobs in the future, he'd be interested in them.
Wait.
Like,
After 6 more Captain America movies, and
or,
then he's done acting.
Or
that probably includes like the
it's Avengers
movies.
or any cameos he makes in like other movies. If there's like a Thor and a Captain America movie,
He
those
still has
count.
a while. Like I think that he'll get to 3 or 4,
Yeah, but-
and it'll be like 2024 or some
But
shit.
what if they don't make 6? Then he's done before that. Like he's not gonna make any other movies, is what he said. Like after this, he's done. And if they he signed up for 6, but if they don't make 6, then he'll be done sooner.
Well, Avengers 2 is coming out,
Yeah.
and there's
They're gonna have
be
a
other.
they're gonna have a third wave of Avengers, and they're gonna do another Avengers. They're gonna do at least 3. That's what I think, because they spoiled at the end or they teased at the end of the first Avengers. What is his name? Big bad purple dude. He's a big bad guy in the comic books for Guardians of the
Yeah,
Galaxies.
I didn't know his name, but like I remember that.
Galactus.
No. Some
You
dude who,
can't
like,
kill
worships-
Galactus, Ernie.
Anyways,
that would not work.
Yeah. Well, and he's not in this Avengers that I know of. So, and I think this Avengers is gonna be all revolved around like Ultron or something like that, which is not who was teased at the end of the first one. So I think they're gonna have to tie that up, and then we'll see what happens. Because I think they're gonna have more of that in Guardians of the Galaxy because that's one of their main villains.
Shit all ties together eventually. So
Or maybe they just tease that to tease Guardians of the Galaxy, and he's not even gonna be in the Avenger movies.
maybe they tease that and they're never gonna show it just to troll the fuck out of people.
Or that. Maybe that. So, go see Captain America. It's pretty good. It's worth seeing.
Hold on. For Captain America, do you think this one was better or the first one?
Captain America? This one's probably
Yeah.
better.
This one or
Yeah, I'd say
Why?
this one's probably better. Because I remember...
Spoil that.
I don't remember, like, anything. from
But
the
it
first
has,
Captain America.
it has the dude from Matrix in it.
The dude
What
from...
dude?
First one, not this one.
Oh, yeah.
That's
The Red
first
Skull guy.
Yeah, Red Skull. Yeah,
Agent Smith.
yeah, Mr. Smith. It's the guy from fucking Matrix, man.
That's true.
The head agent.
Did you know that he voiced Megatron?
Mm-hmm.
And that he is not going to do it anymore?
I'll be right back.
Well,
Well,
we're gonna end it right now anyways,
Yeah.
so...
Stay, Ernie. Stay.
I think he's gone.
He left us. Damn,
We'll
that
have,
was
to, we'll have
quick.
to bid farewell without him.
Yep.
Well, that does it for number 3 of the Vidiot podcast. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
We will be here
Wow.
here next week for another one. Any comments, questions, leave them in the comments section. And any topic ideas, leave them in the comment section. We will see you all later. Say goodbye, my friends. Ernie said goodbye, but
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Yeah, Ernie was like, bye.
farewell.